Yeah, good afternoon, everyone, and sorry for disturbance because we are taking the classes from the home now, so it's alternate working for us. Please acknowledge whether am I audible to you or not.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah, thank you, Kosha. And I would like to formally welcome you for this, not formally but informally, for into the second semester. So congratulations, as you have completed your exam, and right now you are in second semester of master's course. And even I have seen your papers, you did well. So let us wait for your final results, but I don't think so you will require that really, because you did well and you will get the good marks as well. Okay, so I hope you are aware about this course which I'm going to deal with in this semester. Have you ever studied about this process modeling, simulation, and optimization?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. Deepak, are you there? Or you are in maze somewhere?
No, sir, I am.
Okay, fine, great, 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 great. Yeah. So you might have studied about this course, which is related to the process modeling, simulation, and optimization. And the course code is 01CM0209. And the name of this course, the subject name is Process Modeling, Simulation, and Optimization, PMSO. So this is the course for your MTech year 1 semester 2, right? So today, in today's session, my objective is to introduce to the course, introduction to the course, PMSO, and the course outcomes, then the probable syllabus, which we have designed and approved by Board of Studies, BOS, and some of the information related to the course. So that is nothing but introduction to the course. Okay, so the objective which we set for this course is the course aims to develop the systematic modeling approach for any process along with the appropriate optimized parameters. I hope you are in position to identify the optimized conditions, variables, parameters, constraints, right? So these are the basic terminologies which one can use while designing and developing the model for any suitable process. And then the process comes how to simulate it. And once we started, or once we'll start to simulate the process, optimization will come into picture. Okay, so this is a hierarchy where process is modeled with the help of assumptions, then it is to be built, then simulate and optimized. So this is a process which is to be designed by, let's say, chemical engineer in our respective field. Okay, so that is what the objective of this course is. The objective of the course is to develop the systematic modeling approach for any process along with appropriate optimized parameters. Okay, and the credits for this respective course is 5. So this is 5 credit course. This is 5 credit course. And what are the course outcomes? What we are expecting from you after completion of this course? So after completion of this course, student will able to identify the appropriate modeling approach for the desired system. So you are aware about the modeling approach or modeling, what exactly the modeling is. But which is the approach that needs to followed by the design engineer for the respective system is very, very important. So the first objective out of the 4 which we have designed, the first one is you must, or you will be able to identify the appropriate modeling approach for the desired system. Okay. The second, after going through this course, you will be able to correlate the process variables in order to achieve the optimized conditions. Already I had discussed in terms of the approaches, or let's say variables, then one which will come later, that is constraint, and which the one which will be the fixed, one can say it is parameters. Okay, so how to correlate them? Okay, if you can remember, one basic example is y is equals to mx plus c. Okay, Devanshu, so it is the basic equation which is used to study the linear relationship. So that is the equation for straight line, which we all of us are aware about that. So if you are having a data, let's x and y, so how to correlate that data x and y? One can say that if it is the linear equation, we will follow the approach of straight line equation, y is equals to mx plus c. We'll try to find out the values of m and c based on the different methodologies, and somewhere we'll try to find out those optimized conditions as well. If it is non-linear data, we'll go with the polynomial function, like y is equals to a b raised to power x or something like that, where a and b may be the constant. So accordingly, the optimization approach and modeling approach will be followed. So that is what we are going to do. We are going to correlate the process variables in order to achieve the optimized conditions. So next, the third objective will, or outcome will come into picture, that it's fine that you have gone through the x and y values, you studied about the variables, you have studied about the parameters, you correlated them. But once you will provide the mathematical expression like y is equals to mx plus c, it must be justified why you have used this, why this approach is to be used by the researcher, where it is to be applicable, which are the applications. So that will be my third outcome from this course, that you will be able to justify whichever the mathematical model you have developed for the related system. Okay, and very important that whichever the mathematical model you have developed, you have to simulate it in allied environment, right? So there are many softwares available where we will be able to simulate the system, right? So initially you have to deal with the variables, parameters, their correlations, and what is the effect on the system, that is to be studied by you during this course. And at the end, we have to simulate the parameters along with the optimized conditions. Okay, so you may deal with the different softwares, like you can deal with the MATLAB, you can deal with the Scilab, you can explore Microsoft Excel or WPS spreadsheet, which is generally available. There also we can go with lot of optimized parameters. We'll deal with them. In fact, I'm thinking instead of going in the theory part, we'll try to have practical approach which may be helpful to you. Even you can go with the ANSYS. You will go with the let's say ANSYS Fluent. or there are some other approaches. I forgot the name, but I will let you know. Mm, in the ANSYS itself, there are different kind of simulators are available, which can be used for process modeling, simulation, and optimization. So simulation optimization will be studied there. Parametric design approach is there in the ANSYS workbench, which is used by the different engineers to design and optimize the parameters, right? So many engineers, they used to study. Even our work is, we can study about the heat transfer, we can study about the mass transfer, we can study about the hydrodynamics, even we may deal with the aerodynamics. Okay, and one more project which we are dealing with, how we can improvise the computational or improvise the computational fluid dynamics with respect to the wastewater treatment. So that is one more aspect. You can deal with DWSIM. There is one more software which is freely available. You can deal with the Aspen Plus. You can deal with the HYSYS, so on and so forth. There are so many softwares. Those are available nowadays where you can work. Okay. So this is what my approach is with this particular course. Okay. With this particular course. Right. So I hope you understood the course outcomes. If you have any doubt, you may write in the chat box, or you can say like, yes, understood, yes or no in the chat box. So I will move forward. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. From the Kosha.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then Deepak. Yeah. Then Devanshu
Yes,
as
sir.
well. Devanshu as well. Okay, fine. Good. So what is the prerequisite for this course? I'm assuming that you guys are good at fluid flow, heat transfer, mass transfer, and engineering mathematics. Please, you may say that, sir, engineering mathematics is too vast. Don't worry. We are expecting that you guys are good to analyze the terms and how it is to be solved at different situations. So one more point which will come into picture is iterations. Okay, how many times we have to solve that particular equation for the given set of variables. Okay, so that is expected from you. That is the prerequisite of this course. Okay, so as far as the teaching and examination scheme is concerned, standard method, if you'll come to the class, if you'll come in the offline mode, um, and even in the online mode, we are going to have 4 theory classes. I think it is Monday, Wednesday, and 2 hours in Saturday. So 4 theory and 2 practical hours, but I don't know how we are going to justify these practical hours, but I will incorporate the practical session in the theory itself. Okay, so need not to worry about it. We may go with Saturday is one session with the lab. Okay, so don't worry about that. So total credits will be 5, and the marks distribution, external examination, 50 marks for that, the 100 marks which will be converted into the 50. Internal assessment, mid-semester examination 1, mid-semester examination 2. So it will count 30 marks. And continuous semester evaluation, you are aware about it. Continuous semester evaluation will be based on your assignments, your quiz. So that will be the continuous semester evaluation. Okay. For the tutorial and practical marks, there will be the Viva for the 25 marks. You are well aware about it. And in terms of term work, this time I will have a kind of presentation and your opinion. So open discussion. So that may contribute to the 25 marks. 25 marks. So total 150 marks. So did you get the difference between the CSE and term work? So there in the term work, I may go with the presentation for the respective topic and then open discussion. Okay. Is it fine to everyone about the marks distribution for this course? Do you have any doubt? Is this clear?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. And did you get the idea about the ESC component from other faculty? How it is going to be evaluated? ESC? Is there any discussion? No, right? So most probably we are looking for instead of external examination, we are looking for some of the courses may get evaluated at departmental level. Okay, like RM, which we have evaluated, right? So you may not have to write the examination. So some of the some of the courses we are looking for, right? So you have to be very careful. So ESC component that we'll try to discuss later, if it approves by the examination department, I will let you know about my course, how I am going to evaluate. Okay, so please keep in mind that, but still you have to study. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you need not to study, right? Okay,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So this is the teaching and examination scheme, and there are, if I'm not wrong, 5 topics, yes, which we are going to study in this course. The first unit will be introduction, that is introduction to the modeling, simulation and optimization, role of process modeling and simulation in chemical industries, types of modeling, chemical system modeling, application of modeling, tools available for the simulation. Okay, so here, what I think, this is very basic and one must know about this. So in the first part, we'll try to discuss about the introduction to the process, then modeling approach, then simulation and optimization. So you may observe unit number 1 will be a kind of hybrid discussion. Okay, the role of process modeling and simulation in the chemical industries, type of modeling. And please do remember, this time I may or may not use the PPT. Like what I will try to do, I will try to write the topic on our whiteboard and we'll try to discuss. So please make notes of all these points, because I don't want to be keep this course like with close bound. I want the open boundaries, no constraints for this course. Okay, we will try to discuss and same will be reflected during your exam. Okay, so I'm feeling that here we will have like Bloom's taxonomy, if you are aware. Okay, in the are you aware about this, Kosha, Bloom's taxonomy? So in teaching we need that Bloom's taxonomy. There are 5 to 6 levels of teaching: initially understanding, then memorizing, apply, higher order thinking. Okay, so these are 4 5 terms which are given by the Bloom's, and his student he revised later on, so it is revised Bloom's taxonomy. So if I'm not wrong, in this course we'll go with higher order thinking. So being students of masters or master students, you must go with higher order thinking. So all these topics will align to your thinking, your discussion, and how you will apply the knowledge in the industry as well. So I'm expecting that from 3 of you in the due course of time. Okay, so that will be the first topic which we are going to discuss, simply introduction to the course. Okay, so there it may take 6 hours. And for the models, what is the need of classification of mathematical models, systematic approach to develop the model, stochastic and empirical models, population balance models. This is the new topic which I have introduced here. I don't know whether you are aware about this or not, but I feel this is very very important in the research. Otherwise, whenever you will go to the industry as well, these people will ask about this. Just to share with you, one of my colleague from PhD, she worked somewhat, if I'm not wrong, crystallization and process intensification. Uh, she had experience in the academics, and then she started working for his doctoral research as well. So she worked on this population balance models. She applied this, if I'm not wrong, for the crystallization process. And we will go with the MATLAB if time permits, or with the Scilab, where we'll try to discuss in terms of population balance method or models, right? And then we may discuss about the transport phenomena principles. So here we'll start with steady state, then unsteady state, and how we may apply this for different situations like fluid flow, mass transfer, heat transfer. Okay. So this how we will proceed with unit number 2. And for unit number 2 as well, we are expecting 6 hours of theory classes. The third one, where we have to develop the models for chemical engineering system. So we'll go with heat flow, mass flow, fluid flow, and chemical reactor systems, right? This is a new approach. Though you may aware about the modeling about these 3-4 systems, but my intention is to go with the process modeling approach, which can be used for the simulation, and then it will be for optimization. Okay. So then, yeah, very important. The fourth one, very vast, where we will go with the optimization system, development of optimization system. So we will discuss in terms of need of optimization, building optimization models, formulation of objective function, measure of profitability, continuity of functions, then NLP, non-linear programming problem statement, convexity and its application, necessary and sufficient condition for an extremum of unconstrained functions, numerical methods for optimization of function of one's variable scanning and bracketing procedure, Newton and quasi-Newton methods of unidimensional search, then maxima, minima, and optimized conditions, then unconstrained multivariable condition optimization like random search, grid search, univariate, Newton's method. Okay, this we are going to discuss in unit number 4. And in unit number 5, that is the last section for this course, where we'll try to discuss about some application part. Optimization for chemical engineering systems like heat transfer and energy conservation, fluid flow systems, chemical reactor design and operation, integrated planning, scheduling and control in process industries, right? So I hope all of you were present for the expert talk, which was delivered by Abhijit Kulkarni on this Monday. So I'm going to reflect that as one of content or study material from unit number 5. Okay, so he discussed about microreactors, process intensification, how OPEX operating cost, okay, how we can reduce that operating cost, how we'll reduce the time. So it is nothing but the optimization approach. I hope you agree with me, Kosha, Devanshu, Deepak. I hope you guys are there.
Yes, sir.
Great. So yeah,
Yes.
Kosha. Yes. Okay, Devansh, right? So that is one of the part from unit number 5, which is covered. So it will be reflected in your attendance. So please, whenever there will be the visit or the inspection, please tell this to the inspectors if it comes to you, that whatever the expert talk which you had on this Monday on the 5th, that I'm going to reflect as a part of unit number 5. It may be asked to you how before starting the course, one of the part it is shown for unit number 5. So you should tell that, sir, that before starting the course, we were aware about the situation that this course consists of the application part as well. So that's why this is reflected as one of the expert talk. It is included in our syllabus by our faculty, by the instructor for unit number 5. Okay, so I hope you will be able to justify this if it comes into the picture. I hope even I have justified to you guys as well. Okay, is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you,
Yes,
Kosha.
sir.
Thank you, Kosha,
Yes,
Deepak,
yes.
Kosha. Yeah, thank you everyone. Okay, so yes, so this is the overall content which we are going to deliver. Okay, and yes, uh, these are the list of experiments or the tutorials which we are going to study. So we'll be able to write, or we will write and execute Scilab code for pressure drop calculation in pipeline, execute Scilab code for determination of volumetric flow rate, determination of difference in level of water in manometer, okay, mass flow rate, drop in pressure, then Scilab code for estimation of heat transfer area required for the system, and we'll deal with the DWSIM and ANSYS workbench. Okay, and if time permits, and if Deepak is ready with, or he may go with the one of the software he wants to install. Did you get it, Deepak?
No, sir, I was not able to install.
Okay, but maybe within 1 month or so you will be, I hope you will able to install it, and then we'll discuss about the same as well. Okay, so he's looking for the Aspen. So if you are interested, you can also go with the Scilab. You can download this. This is free version, Deepak. Okay, Kosha and Devanshu. This is available freely, Scilab.
Yes.
So it is somewhat
Okay.
similar to the MATLAB. Okay.
Sir, I have MATLAB as well. The cracked
Okay.
version of.
No, great. It's okay.
Yes, sir.
But Scilab, it's for us. It is authentic because even if I will take the classes from the home or from the there itself, there may be some issues, but we'll go with the Scilab. Let me check whether my system is there. It is there or not. Scilab. I had some issues with the Scilab initially, but I think it is there in my desktop. So need not to worry. I have Scilab, I have DWSIM and ANSYS as well. So we'll work with it. So I'm expecting that you guys will be master in the Scilab as well. Okay, I'm expecting this at the end of this course. And don't worry, that Scilab is very easy. I will provide you the code. You simply run it and try to alter the code. That is how we are going to study about the Scilab. Okay, and these are the reference books which we are going to use. The first one is by Lubin. It is process modeling, simulation and control for chemical engineers. That is, which I referred it is second edition, I think, which is available with me. But still, there will be the higher version as well. You please go through it. Then the second book, reference book, it's by Edgar Himablu and Lasden. That is Optimization of Chemical Processes by McGraw-Hill once again. Yeah, you please refer for the recent version as well. And very famous one by BV Babu. It is Process Plant Simulation by from it is published by Oxford University Press in 2011. So 2000, the recent one maybe the prints are available. Okay, so so this is suggested theory distribution. We may or may not stick to this, but this is as per the Bloom's. And you are also requested the instructional methodology for my course is, yes, definitely I'm going to teach this course to you, but I need at least 70 to 75% involvement from your side for the discussion. Okay, so additional to the conventional teaching, to the whiteboard, now I may use digital board. So tools like collaborative learning, so demonstration from your side, role play may not applicable to this course, but the quiz, brainstorming, MOOCs, that is massive open online courses, and active learning assignments, these are the instructional methods which I am going to use. Okay, and this is what I have learned from IUCE. If you will go to the IUCE's website, and I have completed the all the 3 phases of this faculty development program, which is somewhat similar to the, I hope you have heard about B.Ed course or D.Ed course, diploma in education. Either
Yes, sir.
right? Yeah.
Yes,
So,
sir.
yeah, for engineers, they have started this by IUCEE. You can explore it. And if you are aware, I used to write like I'm IUCE certified international IU certified engineering educator. So that's why I'm writing this. And this course took around 1 to 1.5 years to complete it. So it was credit based course. Many faculties delivered the course, the content, and then we used to assess on different criterias. And I have learned so many things, and even I'm still learning. So that is what the active learning or collaborative learning, everything is in additional to the conventional teaching methods. Okay, and there will be the continuous evaluation. Already I have discussed with you, right? So in laboratory, classroom, so I'm expecting that you guys will be mastered in terms of the theory as well as in lab. And there will be practical examination will be conducted. So I'm looking for this in this semester, that for the viva, instead of having only viva, we will have some kind of practical examination as well. Okay, so students will use supplementary resources such as online videos, virtual laboratories. It is not available, but you please go through the Scilab's website, where a lot of study material is available. Even actually you can use them. Okay, and NPTEL videos for the process modeling, simulation, optimization, and some e-courses, right? So that is all about the instruction method. And there is one course, MOOC course, it is available on the NPTEL. You can refer it. Okay, so I will share this with you in the e-content, so don't worry about it. And mostly this course will also reflected in your Canvas portal. I may go with, if I'm not wrong, I will, yes, that will be better. I will create new course in the Canvas where we'll try to have all these activities. Okay, so this is all about the course which we are going to study in this semester, second semester, that is process modeling, simulation, and optimization. So this is what I thought to discuss in today's session. So did you get at least 80% of it, or did you get 100%, or you get 90%? You may write in the chat box. You may unmute yourself.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, Deepak,
Yes, yes.
Devanshu, great, good. So thank you everyone. I think you guys are attentive and you are getting all the points. So Deepak is looking for the Aspen. I think he will he will install it, and we'll discuss about more about this as well. Even I will also look after it if I will get the time. Okay, apart from that, I'm also expecting you guys to participate in the different courses, online courses, or if you have some, if I'm not wrong, you guys are also eligible for faculty development programs. Okay, so you please try it, you please explore it. Even today I received something from IIT Tirupati. One of my friend is there as his assistant professor there in IIT Tirupati. He shared one document. If I'm not wrong, it is for PhD or maybe for some courses. I will share with you if it is relevant to you guys. Yeah, and apart from
Okay,
that,
sir.
if you are interested, you can explore the opportunity to participate, or you can start working on your project or some other mini project. So I'm expecting that you guys please uh, at least start writing some kind of review article which may be communicated maybe in the 6 months. So that will be helpful for you. Okay, I'm here to help you. I'm always there to help you in terms of research activities. So if you need any help, please let me know. Okay, and
Okay, sir.
did you get any information from SVNIT, Kosha?
No, sir, I was just about to ask you the same.
No, I will write to him. I think I will write to him, and definitely we will get some positive reply.
Yes, sir.
You start working on it, or we may work in the weekend. We may work on
Yes, okay.
weekend. Okay, fine. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so that's it for today's session. We'll meet on Saturday. Okay, in the Saturday first half, we'll discuss about the theory, and in the second half, we'll try to discuss about the Scilab. Most probably I should be there in the campus on Saturday. If it is not weekend lockdown here in the Rajkot, we are working, actually we are working alternately, work from home we have. So today I'm at home, I'm taking this class from the home, so that's why we had that issue of power cut and everything. So if I'm at the university on the Saturday, hopefully we will have the Scilab, and yeah, definitely we can I can work from the home itself for the Scilab. So don't worry about that. Definitely we'll work on the Scilab and the approaches. Okay. So that's it for today's
Yes.
session. That's it for the today's session. Okay. So we'll meet on the Saturday with the same link. We are going to deal with the same link. Actually, this is the same link which you have used for your semester 1 as well. Okay. Only I have changed the title. This is the same link. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
So we'll meet on the Saturday where we'll try to start with unit number 1. And please take care of your health. Please take care of your health of yours. Don't go here and there. That is very important nowadays. Okay. Okay then.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
these videos will be shared on the YouTube channel.
Yes, I'm going to share it. That is the reason
Okay,
why
sir,
unless and otherwise, unless and until I'm going to share this with you in the MU portal, I will not able to mark your attendance. So you'll be able to see that
Okay.
this in MU portal. Okay. Yeah. So thank you very
Thank
much.
you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining this session. I hope you will take care of your health and of your family. Stay safe and stay happy. Okay. Bye bye, everyone.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Take care, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good
Take
day,
care,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, same to you. Bye bye.